Yeah, girls, we're here. Oh man, that was so abrupt.
So abrupt.
I know,
you don't have to cut it.
I know. I hit it by accident. Don't yell at me. Yeah.
So what happens? Matt leaves the country and everything fucking falls apart, dude.
Apparently, he is the glue that keeps it together.
Unbelievable.
He's the Segway king.
It's okay though. Like a good sports franchise, we have a deep bench so that if one of us is not here, our producer James Bothwell can step right in, as he does all the time anyway. When we need somebody with an actual educated opinion on things, he'll pop in. What's going on, guys?
Episode 35. Welcome to the show.
That's wild.
35. I
got to be honest. I didn't know if we'd make it. You know, I saw a stat not too long ago that most podcasts, I'd like 90-something% of podcasts, never make it past episode 5.
It's like 3 to 5 episodes is the average.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, this is a lot more fucking work than I thought it was going to be. I'm out. So
I mean, you guys have to know a handful of comics that have been on like 4 or 5 podcasts. I mean, I know some already. You know,
and me and Johnny have been podcasting since people were like, "What the fuck does that mean? What are you talking about? A podcast?" We have no idea what the fuck you're talking about right now. So that's Johnny's been podcasting for 20 years. I've been podcasting for 17 probably. So
I remember when radio people would shit on podcasters, and now podcasters are shitting on us radio people. So I happen to be both, so I get to shit on everybody. But it's a different world for sure. The production value's gone up way high for a lot of podcasts. You know, I mean, we're kind of mid tier here. We're not bad, but we're not like YouTube.
I definitely predicted that like years ago, and it's just like I think just our society has just shifted towards a more on-demand type of thing. You know, like when's the last time you watched like a television show when it came on at 7 Central? Kids don't even know what the fuck 7 Central means now. They're like, what does that even fucking mean? 8 but 7 Central? What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Why do I need to know that? Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember getting the TV guide in the mail, and then like flipping through the TV guide and looking at like what channels or what shows are coming up. But
you got to know when it's coming on, otherwise you don't see that shit until they rerun it 9 months from now.
The only thing I watch live is sports. That's it. Everything else is streaming. Even like these the big Sunday night like HBO shows and stuff. I watch them 3 or 4 days later because my wife and I have to watch them together, and our schedules are different. She works on Sunday evenings. Yeah, so
you can't do the TV cheating. That's a big no.
It's a big
modern.
Can't do that.
It's a big deal in modern relationships. No TV cheating because everything's on demand. Before it was like, well, babe, you were at work, so I watched MacGyver without you.
You know what's funny though? My wife,
Richard Dean Anderson.
we'll have discussions like if I'm falling off of a show that we watch together, or she's falling off of a show, like you can tell the interest isn't there. It's almost like asking them to be like polygamist or something like that. Like,
I call it breaking up with a show. I go, babe, can we talk about this? You keep saying that you don't want to watch the show when I suggest that we put it on. I was like, do you think it's time you broke up with it and we could just, see it separately?
Yes. So my wife, the other day, we're on the couch and she goes, we're trying to go through and catch up on all of our shows. Well, we got caught up on most of them. And she goes, we haven't watched Below Deck in a while. And I went, yeah, I mean, it's the Australian season. She goes, are you done with it? And I go, are you trying to watch it without me? And she's like,
I thought the girls were hotter on the Australian season. That's what I heard anyway.
Well, they all the seasons kind of meld together because the Australians will go to Europe and they'll go to the Bahamas. Okay. They don't give a shit. But yeah, it was just funny because I was like, I wasn't going to watch it anymore until she told me she was going to watch it without me. And I was like, no, I'm back in. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, that's our show. But yeah, it's, and then trying to get her to watch a really good show, it's so annoying. I feel like the more you suggest a show, the less people want to watch it.
Yeah, right? That's true. It's weird.
Yeah, so we just wrapped up Gemstones.
Fuck you, Johnny. You think you know what good TV is?
You think you know who I am and what I'd like? Oh, fuck yourself.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Like, I have all all the fucking argument points are there. Like she loved Righteous Gemstones, right? So I go, babe, you got to go back and watch Eastbound and Down. She goes, I don't know. I don't really. I go, it's all the same actors. It's the same writers, same actors. And she's like, nah. And I go, well, vice principals, same actors, same writers,
same production company, same cinematographer.
She's like, yeah, I don't know. I go, it's the same every fucking thing. It's going to be the same, just not religion. It's one set in fucking baseball, the other one set in the school.
Here, you know what'll sell her on it? Just tell her that my Leah has been asking for a merman jersey for the past 2 Christmases. Okay, just tell her that.
Did you see mine? I love it. I love mine.
Yeah, no, she wants one exactly like that. She wants the Kenny, but she wants Kenny Powers on the back. She doesn't want a real one. She wants the Kenny Powers one.
Oh yeah, mine's a Kenny Powers. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, number 55, Kenny Powers. Yeah, it's fucking sexy. But yeah, I wanted to watch it so bad, and I'll send her clips like like a little. They put up like Instagram reels, like old fucking. Right. They've been showing that one with the Fixins. They've been showing that one lately.
Fixins.
Yeah. These fucking. You better get those Fixins. It's so fucking dumb and funny at the same time. It just. And then I tried to explain to her how he's modeled after John Rocker, and she's like, I don't know any of these things you're talking about. And I go, it's just funny. Fucking please, God.
Just go on TikTok and search John Rocker, and you'll see him straight up rocking people's shit on a baseball field.
That guy's a fucking lunatic, man.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
I hated that guy. Growing up as a Met fan, I hated that dude.
I bet. Yeah, I bet you did.
I got some big news for you guys. I got some real big news. I have applied to become the MC for Monster Jam.
Yeah.
The new MC. They're looking for a new MC for Monster Jam, and I don't know who is more qualified for that than me.
Nobody.
For the whole tour or just Tampa?
Well, that's what I'm going for, but there's lower positions, obviously. They're going to need some people interviewing the drivers down on the racetrack, obviously.
Hell yeah, brother.
But they're going to need somebody that's MC and the announcer for the entire thing. But there's, they're setting it up, like a baseball or a football game now. They're going to have an entire team of correspondents and producers and stuff like that.
Well, they've had like the color commentators and all, because I did the national anthem like 4 years in a row for them at Raymond James, and I saw the production. I was like, holy shit! Like it's like they have the whole thing for like ESPN or whatever they do with it.
This is the same company now. They do motocross is like their other big one. And
I thought it was the same company that does wrestling and everything. It's that company out of Bradenton or whatever.
No, I think they're switching companies, and that's why there's auditions right now. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure on the on the politics of it all, but this is the same company that does motocross and the circus now.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. Either way, I mean, I don't know who's gonna beat you. I mean, I think you're pretty spot on for it.
You just show up. They look at your facial hair and they're like, "You're hired."
You're hired immediately. I'm like, it grows in like this. I don't even trim it to look like this.
Grows in all white trashy like that.
But yeah, I'm into it. I think I'm a good fit if I can make Sketch Wars seem interesting. 2 people drawing a model. And I did color commentary for that. If I could do that, I could do it with monster trucks.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure you could. Yeah, I'm rooting for you, man. I'm definitely pulling for you.
Well, if you need to make a demo, we could do a mock-up episode where we cover Monster Jam on here, and
I could just I could put an old Monster Jam up, and I could just do the color for it. Yeah.
You could interview us like we're drivers.
Are you changing your voice? Are you like, and now coming up?
I think I'll blow my voice out if I did that. I think it's bassy enough on its own. I don't want to do like the Sunday. Like I think that's played out. Yeah. That's 80s and 90s. No, we're moving on to a new era. Okay, this is a real sport now, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna be. Yeah, just nod your heads because this is part of the package.
Yeah, there you go. Just sound like Macho Man. Just be like, ooh, yeah.
Just do a bump.
Yeah.
It's the Bigfoot's premiere in Tampa.
Fuck yeah, the face too. Yeah, just do coke and then eat a Slim Jim and then start.
Yeah.
Or just go completely the opposite. Be as feminine as just be like, oh my god.
No guys. No cap, free. Gravedigger is bussin', y'all.
Oh.
Just do it all Gen Z.
And then hit a gigantic vape.
Fat cloud, and then you blow a fat cloud, then you walk out of it like, oh my god, bro.
You only wear a hat on the back of your head. You're just like
I don't know any more I don't know any more Gen Z slang other than that. Otherwise, I would keep going right now. I would just keep going.
Hilarious.
You need a beanie that's barely hanging onto your scalp.
Exactly.
Like just,
exactly. That's what I meant. Yeah.
I remember David Wayne, our big fat comedian friend that now lives in Austin. He showed up too.
He looks like Santa Claus if Santa was like lost his job and got like divorced.
He showed up
with the
he had a little beanie barely hanging on the back of his head, trying to look like a barista one day. And I roasted him so fucking hard, dude. I said, dude, you look like Where's Waldo if he was the easiest one to find ever. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Go make me a
I found him.
Yeah, go make me a cappuccino, you fat Pacino, you piece of shit. He's like, all right, I'm taking it off. I'm not taking it off. Like, yeah, don't
Pacino.
Yeah, don't come around me like that.
What are we drinking right now, guys?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. I am rocking my special cup here. He's going to grab his. I am drinking a.
No, he's just gonna poop. He's just gotta poop real bad.
Because he had a coffee. I'm having a sugar-free lemonade. Oh my god! Yeah, no alcohol today. I had some beers over the weekend, so
same. I'm doing a mango cart. I'm keeping it going.
This is my first time drinking on the podcast. Really.
What do you steal those from work, James?
From work?
Where do you get a Budweiser? Do they sell those outside? They sell those outside of baseball stadiums still?
Well, I had to go to Pasco County and get it.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah. They sell those actually in the home goods section of Walmart. That's where you get Budweiser. So
yeah, right next to the camping shed or home supplies, as they call it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's like all the stuff to beat your wife with. It's right there in the home goods.
It's right in between the wife beaters and belts.
Garden hoses.
Yeah.
It's like why are they only selling 2 feet of rubber garden hose in one time?
It's just belts and garden hoses.
Sometimes you only need 2
All right,
feet.
we went too far again. God damn it. We did it
do we
again.
want to jump into hockey, basketball? What do we want to do? Playoffs.
We got it all, baby.
Let's go into hockey. We're going to start with the Western Conference playoffs.
Sounds good.
Do it.
All right. So we got the Jets and the Stars. Their game 4 is tomorrow, right? Dallas.
Yeah, Stars got them good 5-2 yesterday. They're up 2-1 in the series. Yeah, it was a fun game to watch, man. And I made a couple bucks on that game, betting on a couple of players. But yeah, it's that was a good one. That was a good one.
Now,
and,
is that the one with the 0.4 second final score?
No, that was a different one. That was the last Golden Knights game.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Vegas.
Yeah.
So here's a little banner about that. That was nuts. I was watching that live. So
is that a record?
No, it's actually tied. Here's another banner about that. It's tied for the latest game winner in regulation in Stanley Cup playoff history, with 2 other players.
Yeah, I had like I think it was a 6-leg parlay, and I needed not only the Golden Knights to win, but I needed that player to score. And in the last 0.4 seconds, nobody knew he scored but him. It was the wildest shot. I watched it live too, and I told you guys before the show, I was all pissed because I've been on such a losing streak, and I went, oh, well, of course I'm going to get butt fucked. And I went to walk in the kitchen, and I heard, wait a second, looks like they're reviewing it. And I'm like, get out of here, buddy.
What?
I was like, yeah. So my $4.
Just real quick for some of our Tampa listeners, our Tampa listeners, or Tampa Bay area listeners, 0.4 seconds means almost half a second. That's what that means. In case you were confused at home right now.
Sorry, we were doing Asian math on you. We should have put a disclaimer up there.
Yeah, we were using Arabic numerals on you.
Any Hillsborough County Public School graduates. Sorry.
Sorry, it's not core math. We're not doing that. We're using fractions like fucking real men. Sorry.
So I think it's going to be Stars Oilers are going to be the Western Conference Finals. I think those 2 teams look really good. I think the Jets are kind of losing steam. Dallas looks good, man.
You think the Golden Knights? You think the Golden Knights don't pull it off?
No, I don't. I think Edmonton
they've been known to do it.
Well, they won the cup 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Was that their first season?
Like second, I think.
Was their second season they won the Stanley Cup? That's fucking nuts.
That is pretty nuts. And you know who they beat? The Florida Panthers, who are trying to get back there for the third year in a row and who are the defending champions. And they just beat the Leafs 2-0 to tie that series up at 2.
What an annoying game to
watch.
In
Toronto.
In Toronto, yeah.
No, it was in
Sunrise. No.
Oh, that was in
Florida. That was in Florida.
That was in Florida.
You know how you know it's in Florida in Sunrise? Because the national anthem will be butchered every fucking time from that arena. I don't know what's going on. They don't have good singers in Miami. Well, where's Gloria Estefan and her sound machine? What the fuck is going on?
Where is Sunrise anyway?
It's near Miami. It's
kind of in between Lauderdale and Miami. I've never.
I have no idea.
Yeah, kind of like near Coconut Creek and that whole area over there.
That's kind of further. So you're saying it's further north than Fort Lauderdale?
I have
no idea.
I don't either. I'm just going by what I gather from the advertisements in the arena.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounds like dog shit. That's what it sounds like. Going to Sunrise, Florida. That sounds awful.
Yeah, no good, man. I don't like it. I don't like the Panthers. I don't like their fans. I don't like any of it. I don't like Toronto either. So it's hard as a Lightning fan to root for either one of these dickheads. But definitely. I would rather see Toronto beat Florida and then see like the Hurricanes beat Toronto. That'd be beautiful. So
I don't want to see a Florida three-peat.
No, fuck them.
Go back to the Cup 3 years in a row, win another Cup. Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
I don't want to see that.
No, and I want all the players to get suspended for a whole season. That's what I want.
Johnny brought up the Hurricanes, man. They were giving it to the Capitals. I mean, they're up 2-1 on them. They're actually tied with the favorites right now to win the Cup. Them and the Stars are at plus 350.
They're solid. They're very, very solid, man. And I wouldn't mind seeing them, in the finals because I really don't have too much vitriol towards the Hurricanes like I do, Toronto and the Panthers. Fuck them. And
former division rival though, before they realigned everything.
Sure, and I don't think the Capitals are good enough.
I mean, I didn't care before. Yeah.
Either way, I only have any interest because of gambling. Really, at this point, my team's out. Yeah,
so
my team's out.
Who do you think's gonna? Do you have any ideas of who's gonna win the Cup? Or have you placed a bet yet?
I haven't placed any bets yet.
Not on the winner, not on the Stanley Cup winner, but I'm just been doing game by game. But now that you say it, I might go in and throw money on the Golden Knights because I have a weird feeling about them. I just like the way they play. I like Eichel. I like how when they'll go in these little lulls like they did the other day, and then all of a sudden they'll just turn it up. And when they turn it up, they're as good as any fucking body. And they have a great coach. They have a good solid third and fourth line. I mean, I
always feel conflicted betting on Vegas teams because I feel like the odds are never going to be fair, or they're not going to be fair with those odds like they are with every other team outside of fucking Vegas.
I don't know. I think maybe 30 years ago, but gambling's in every state now, so I don't think Vegas has any.
But Vegas still makes the odds. Yeah, Vegas. I mean, every casino makes their own odds technically or whatever, but like Vegas is like king.
They set the odds, but they vary by every website and every state. Right. It's kind of like people set gas prices in fucking the Middle East, but they could vary from wherever. It's just a starting point. Yeah, but it don't matter. It don't matter. At the end of the day, we're all getting butt fucked.
I mean, they're robbing you 9 times out of 10, no matter what.
Right in there, baby. Right in there. Yeah. Who needs a prostate exam when you gamble?
You don't need money. You need endorphins. You need endorphins in your brain, Johnny. That's all you need. You don't need cash.
I fucking hate it, dude. I hate it and I love it at the same time. It's like I've never watched so much NBA in my fucking life, and now I'm screaming for guys I don't know. I'm like, come on, Mobley. 3 more rebounds? Fucking Mobley. And in my head, I'm like, you don't know this guy. You don't even know anything about Mobley. He's tall.
At least you haven't gotten to like weird middle of the night Russian sports yet. You're still on American sports.
I got buddies that are betting ping pong at 5 a.m. That's a problem.
That is a problem. That's a serious problem.
And they have no idea. They're just picking random names. They're like, hey, man, do you think I should do Shevashenko? Or should I go, dude, fucking stop?
Yeah, it's like choosing a fucking chicken in like a barn somewhere. You're like, yeah, I guess that one.
Right? Yeah,
At least you could watch it live. You know,
the big one. Do the big one.
Yeah, I always choose the big one.
Dude, if they had cockfighting as a way of bet, oh my god, how much fun!
People would watch that on the FanDuel Sports Network
all day.
They would have the baseball game on like on the main screen, but then they'll have like just obscure like ping pong on the corner and then like cockfighting right here. Like that's what it's gonna come to 5 years from now. Watch.
Remember. Speaking of 5 years, remember when the pandemic popped off and there was only like 3 sports that you could even play and they were showing them on ESPN on a loop? I actually started following professional cornhole on Twitter. That's how bad I needed to watch sports.
Yeah, they had a social distance between them. Yeah.
It was made for it, dude. It was like, what the fuck, man? And once I started remembering players' names, I go, fucking, we need to get back to reality.
We got to turn this off.
Yeah, this is not good. And it's like some fucking 18-year-old, you know, like Danny Johnson, man. This guy's one of the best cornhole players in the country. I'm like, all right, I got to stop. This is
I got into that's when I got into disc golf. I had already been playing for several years, but I actually got into like watching disc golf because that's another one. It's like everybody's just outside the whole fucking day and 6 feet away from each other pretty much always.
Yep.
So that kept going the entire time, and I was just watching that live, like excited.
Yeah, I was watching like professional archery and all kinds of fucking shit where people are outside and way away from each other. It was like, please God, you know, if you just put any other sport on, I'll take COVID right now. Just give it to me. Please, I just need to see a team sport. Just tackle somebody, cough in their mouth, whatever you got to do.
Cough in their mouth.
What they should have done is just had a COVID positive league where if you test positive, they go, all right, well, for the next 5 days, you're playing rugby. I'm like, all right, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, perfect.
Everyone's wheezing, though. It's like it's 1950s baseball. Everyone's just like they're smoking cigarettes or something.
What was the guy?
Barely run the bases.
The last Summer Olympics, there was a guy he was one of the favorites in the 100-yard dash. He ended up getting third, and they said he wasn't feeling well. He tested positive for COVID like 10 minutes after the race. Like, this motherfucker is the third fastest guy in the world, and he's got full-blown fucking COVID. Yee!
Well, he's probably like a superhuman. His lungs are probably twice the size of ours, you know, so he's fine.
Yeah, could you imagine the little COVID little spore like flew into his lungs and went, God damn, this is nice.
This is really pristine in here. This guy's never had a cigarette in his entire life.
Dude, I am outmatched. I'm going to stick around for a couple days. I mean, it's my job, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to find some fat smoker. This is horrible. Oh, yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't like this at all.
Johnny, did you smoke? You smoke cigarettes?
No, God, no. Gross.
No, I never did. Wow.
No, but I worked in.
He wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it this far.
He wouldn't have been here. Yeah.
He wouldn't be here.
I practically did when I back in the 90s. I ran a bar and DJ'd and sang in a band in a bar that was the smokiest bar I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like you would open up the side door and you could see it billowing out like the building was on fire. That's how smoky this bar was. So when I quit working there, was
that the place that you had us show up to do comedy where they were still smoking in there? Thought I was gonna die.
Way worse.
This was like 2024. There was still a place that Johnny found where people were just like the bartenders were just chain smoking.
Oh, this is right down the road from there. Right down the road from there, though. It was the same kind of clientele. Yeah. So it was just fucking. And then probably the first 4 or 5 years I dealt poker, you were still allowed to smoke in the poker rooms. So I would have people like holding a cigarette right next to my face, like while I'm dealing poker. And I remember telling like somebody like, if you burn me, dude, I'm fighting you. I swear to God, get that thing away from me. Like, so yeah, I mean, I should have gotten cancer. I should have got lung cancer.
I'm surprised. I went over to the casino. We were going to see a concert at the fairgrounds on like Thursday, and I hadn't been in there probably since 2018 or something like that, and I was surprised that there was still old people. I mean, it's gotten progressively sadder since I've been in there, but there's still you're still allowed to smoke cigarettes inside the Hard Rock Casino in Tampa.
In the slot machine area, not in the poker room.
Not in the poker room. No, the poker room is the only place that's safe now.
Yeah. It's wild. You're right, though. It's like I would never play slots because, and I know they do have a smoke-free area, that you can go to.
Still stinks.
Dude, yeah, it's gross. It really. I was talking about this with somebody recently too about how, the whole culture around smoking is so much different now. Like now, it used to be very common. It was like kind of cool to see somebody smoking. Now, when you see somebody smoking, you're like, "What fucking year is this, dude? You still smoke cigarettes? Like, what the fuck is going on?" I was working with a comic a couple weeks ago, and he's like, he asked somebody, he goes, "Where can I smoke?" And they're like, "Over there." And
nowhere.
They pointed outside.
Nowhere. How about nowhere?
And then I walked outside and he's burning a heater. I'm like, this is fucking weird.
I've been quit for like 2.5 years now. And even when I was still smoking, I was like, okay, I'm the only one at a comedy show standing out here having a cigarette, like the only person. And I'm like, all right, this has to stop. Okay. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is weird. I mean, you see a lot of vaping now, and even some of that is kind of like getting played out. People are like, all right, it was cool for a minute. Now, if you're vaping to get high, that's cool. But if you're just like blowing big, thick clouds of smoke because you like to have something in your mouth.
I think most of the vapors, it's just weed now. Yeah, I think it's mostly just weed.
Yeah, that's fine. But when you see
guys
these
with like the big boxes with the big vapes, where
you got a fucking car battery and you're blowing cumulus clouds everywhere. Get out of here, Dan.
Jared said when that shit first came out, there was like this dude in the office that like apparently he would like go out for a cigarette like every 15 minutes. And then when that shit first came out, he had like one of those big brick ones and just like fucking hit that thing all day in his cubicle to the point where like, the company was like, yeah, we just got to change the policy. Now you got to bring that outside too. Like, it's too disgusting.
Moron. Yeah. Everything smells like raspberry dicks. Like, get out of here. Get out.
I saw a guy the other day with like the lanyard around his neck with like the big brick one hanging from him.
God.
I wanted to beat him to death with it. I wanted to take it off his neck and just beat him with it.
What is that, your VIP pass to douchebaggery? You get out of here.
This identifies me as a douche. It's like a medical alert bracelet. Like, I'm a douchebag. Yeah.
I smell bad.
Yeah. My fucking mouth is awful. Yeah,
I'm a jack off and I can't get up.
Yeah. I can't make my girlfriend come. You see what I'm wearing?
I'm blowing right into her pussy. It didn't work.
It didn't work. She says she's coming, but I know better. Yeah.
She actually left, is what happened.
So you're losing money on basketball, huh, Johnny?
Yeah, let's get into what are we? Western Conference playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna start with them, man.
Apparently, the Pacers are good, real good. I don't know.
All right, well, we'll talk about them now. We'll start with the Eastern Conference then. Yeah, they are smacking the shit out of the Cavs, who are the number 1 overall seed in the Eastern Conference. Totally unexpected. They're up 3-1 after the game last night. I think, yeah, they had a 41-point halftime lead, and
they were underdogs. Yeah. They were 5.5
29.
Yeah, dude, they're beating the shit out of them. Mitchell's hurt. Don't know if he's going to come back for Game 6.
What got hurt? His feelings? Because they were down by 30. He disappeared. He went to the locker room. He's like, just say it's in my ankle, dude. I don't want to go out there. This is fucking horrible.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, they're saying it's his ankle, but I mean, a lot of people are like, he didn't seem hurt to me. But
he left a tampon in too long.
No, he kicked the wall when he went in the locker room and broke his fucking ankle because he was like getting his ass whooped so bad. It's weird. Yeah.
Tired of living in Cleveland. I don't blame him.
Well, there's another big injury in the West as well.
Curry?
Steph Curry,
yeah, he's not back yet.
I think they said a minimum of 5 days, and that was being optimistic.
Yeah.
Because he plays hurt, and he's not playing. He's not even practicing. So
right.
He's more hurt than anyone ever was realizing. But I think the Timberwolves are in a good position to get on them. I mean, they're already on top of them to get another game on them. That's it. So if the Timberwolves go up 3-1, that series is over. Even if Steph Curry comes back.
I like watching Edwards, man. He's such a jerk and he's so good. It's just funny. He's like a villain. He just talks mad shit to people, and he's a nasty player, man. It's fun to watch. He's kind of like the John Rocker of basketball right now. Like he's just a dickhead. Like
he's like the Antonio Cromartie of the NBA, though.
Yeah. Green's kind of a dick too, but he's not nearly as skilled as this guy. This guy's not fair. It's well, watch him.
Like the sports bully was like kind of a bigger trope, like 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And
Bill
so
Laimbeer.
do you think like the guys that are in the league now are less prepared for that kind of behavior? Because like if you look at guys in the 90s, they'd be talking mad shit and like dudes like wouldn't even blink. They'd be like,
Well,
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
in the
like,
80s,
zen as fuck.
The 80s, they would just beat the shit out of you. It was
Yeah,
like,
in the 80s, they would just kick you or knee you in the ribs.
yeah, but go back and look at Larry Bird. Not only was he awesome, he was a dog. Like he would elbow you in the mouth. Shit, like Bill Laimbeer would straight up like assault you. Like the cops should have been called, and it was just like a regular part of the game. It was like, yeah, not a big deal. The guy, he punched me in the mouth. Big deal. Like now, if you say something about him, they're like, oh my god, what's going on? It's like, dude, stop crying. You're 7'4". Like, stop it.
Yeah,
Right?
who was crying about someone talking shit about their mom? That's what I saw a headline of the other day. Like, you could say whatever you want about me, but don't say anything about my mom. Like, you've never had anyone say they wanted to fuck your mom on the playground? That's never happened to you before? Like that, really?
At least I know there's something.
No one's bullied you?
That guy can beat me at everything in the world but one thing now. I know that for a fact. I will fucking hurt his feelings so bad, dude. By the time I'm done with him, he'll be 5'7". I'll be able to dunk on him. That's how much I'll hurt his feelings. Yeah, fuck him. But so I mean, right now, who is the favorite right this moment in the NBA? Because it's kind of flip-flop. It was the Cavaliers, and now things are kind of looking a little wild.
I mean, the Thunder, man. These are the odds right here. The Thunder are by far the runaways to win the title. They just tied up the series against the Nuggets. They're at 2-2. That's a great series, actually. I think the Nuggets might be running out of steam, though. I mean, the Thunder are so young, and you can't slow down SGA. You just can't. It seems like it just gets faster at the end of the game. So I think the Thunder are going to take the West. I just don't see anyone stopping them right now. But I don't know shit.
It's my fault because I bet I put Westbrook in two of my parlays. So he had a shit game. So thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Jokic, he's trying. He's trying to carry that team, but yeah, they're not giving him a lot, dude. All right, let's go to the East now. Did you watch that Pacers game? I
watched a little bit of it. I watched like the end of the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth, and I was just.
They scored 80 in the first half.
Yeah.
They didn't miss a shot.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, the Cavaliers, they just look bad. They don't look good, and the Pacers look like the 93 Bulls. They look like like you said, they can't miss a shot. Anyone's taking a shot, they're making it.
They're shooting like half-court fucking shots, and this is all net. I'm like, what are we doing? It's like NBA jams. It's like, he's on fire. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's – yeah.
What about the other series? Do you think the Celtics come back? I mean, they're down 2-1 to the Knicks right now.
That's what I wanted to bring up next was, that's like blowing my mind right there. The Knicks haven't been to the finals since
99.
Before I was born. No, they lost in 99.
1999, they lost to Spurs. That was
they haven't won. They haven't won since before I've been born.
Ewing wasn't there. 99 was Allen Houston and Johnson, Latrell Sprewell.
Holy shit! I'm thinking 10 years before that with Robert Parrish and Ewing and I don't know if it's the Knicks are great or if the Celtics are just shit in the bed because game 1 and game 2 they were up by 20 in both games and fucking lost. So
Jalen Brunson's a winner, bro. Jalen Brunson is a winner.
And fucking embarrassing.
The Knicks happened, dude. And Karl Anthony Towns might be the best shooting center in the last 35 years. You know what I mean? That's not a joke. He might be that guy.
A solid parlay is just getting him on a double, on a double like every game. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually minus. I went to bet him on a double-double. It was like minus 185. I'm like, really? What the fuck is that? Yeah. So,
like, come on, man. You're going to steal from us. You can't steal from us. Yeah.
By the way, the Oklahoma, Thunder, that was a record. That was the most points scored in the first half of an NBA playoff game in history with 87 points.
Oh, it's Pacers team? Yeah.
The Oklahoma City
Pacers.
Yeah,
Indiana Pacers? Is that what we're talking about?
Game 2, Western.
They scored 80, so I think that might have been another. It wasn't this year they did 87.5, was it?
I'm looking at the stupid fucking AI overview. It says 2025 right here. It's with 87 points, but that might be fucking inaccurate.
AI's not there yet, dude. They're trying.
AI's not there yet. I'm trying. I'm trying to give me basic, relevant information that's currently in the news. I think it should be able to handle, but obviously not always.
Yeah, I like the AI overview, like on a Facebook post. It'll like give you like the little synopsis after you've got 40 comments on it. And I posted that little montage of me running the 5K, and to see what AI said about that is pretty fucking funny, dude. It's like Johnny B is an extreme athlete, but people were making fun of him. All right, calm down, relax. But some people were making light of it, like as if he was being beaten by people that were walking. And I'm like, all right, AI, relax. You know,
I commented on Manny's thing. He posted literally like 80 pictures of him running, and I was like, it's like when someone shares photos of their kids taking their first step. It's like, look, Manny exercised for the first time. You're like, everyone. Give me attention. Yeah.
if Manny loses any more weight, he's gonna look like he should be like on a Rick and Morty cartoon. Like it's not looking good. Put on a few more pounds, buddy.
It's so sad when you lose a lot of weight and you really can't win. You can't win. Like Manny's lost almost 200 pounds, and everybody's like, "Yeah, get fat again, you fucking loser."
Yeah, I like you better when you were fat.
Right, and the same thing. Like I lost a shit ton of weight a couple of years ago, and I put about 20 pounds back on over a year, and that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm still like 100 pounds lighter than I was 3 years ago, but I'm not 120 pounds lighter. I'm doing a show recently, and one of my oldest buddies from like the early 90s, he comes up to me after the show and he goes, "Man, you're looking good." And I said, "Well, I put about 20 pounds back on." He goes, "That's what I mean." I go, what do you mean by that? And he goes, "I got to be honest. You know, some me and the other buddies we were talking to, we were a little worried about you." I said, "What the fuck? You thought I was dying?"
You're grossing me out, man. You're grossing me out.
They thought I was dying, dude. They didn't believe I was eating chicken. They thought I was dying. That's what they have less fucking respect for me having willpower. They're like, "Yeah, dude, we're getting ready to like go to your funeral. We didn't know what was going on." I'm like, "You fucking dicks, dude." Yeah,
you gotta fill in some of that loose skin, bro.
Yeah. I should be able to get like some of that packing popcorn or something to just kind of put in here, you know. So it's not good. Yeah,
just hold it, just pull it back and hold it with a chip clip, like a big chip clip.
The irony of holding my skin with a potato chip clip.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That sucks, dude. Now I'm hungry.
Now I'm hungry for chips.
God damn it.
I got one more note about the NBA.
Yeah, let's do one more note about the NBA.
You guys see that Michael Jordan is going to be part of like the announced coverage or whatever? They say special contributor when NBC starts next season. Michael Jordan's going to be part of like.
So does that mean he'll like be at the games, or is he going to like be producing like his own television program?
Yet. I think he'll probably be part of that dais. Would be my guess. I don't think he's going to be awesome. Like a sideline reporter. I think he'll be like a part-time dais guy.
I always just assumed he thought, or that he was too good for that. That's what I always just assumed.
Well, he's also owning things. He owned the Hornets, he owned the Bobcats, and now he owns Denny Hamlin's race team in NASCAR.
Think about this. What probably opened up the door for that is Tom Brady going and working for Fox Sports. You know, so you go, oh, so the GOATs are now commentating games or contributing to games.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so now Jordan's like, holy shit. Next, you'll have old plastic face Gretzky probably working for the NHL. Who knows?
He already does. He works for ESPN.
Does he?
Yeah, he already does.
There you go. See? Shows how much I pay attention. But yeah.
The Great One and the GOATs.
Yeah, I mean,
that'd be a good name. That's a good name for the episode.
That's a good name. That's a good name. I mean, I'm going to trademark that right now because that should be their show, their sports show. The Great One and the GOATs. That should be their sports show.
Make stickers out of it. Oh yeah, dude, you should trademark that big time.
The Great Goats. Yeah, it worked out great. So yeah, everything's right now is hockey and basketball with the playoffs. So you got and baseball. You got plenty of baseball to be looking at. The Rays took a series from the Brewers over the weekend. Could have swept them, but couldn't.
Should have, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Not really. I mean, that last game, the Brewers are kind of the Rays jumped out to an early lead, but the Brewers are all over them.
Well, yeah, but Caminero was like 4 feet away from a 3-run homer. What in the 7th inning?
Well,
should have got him over.
What you got to look at is how many times they leave multiple men on base.
A lot.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's what you got to look at. Like they should be winning those games that they're leaving 2 men on base multiple innings.
Or they're always losing in the first inning too. They're always giving up. They're by the bottom of the first, they're down 1-0. Almost every other game. It's maddening to watch.
Have you seen some of these new Kevin Cash strategies where he's putting in pinch runners and pitch hitters like in the first 4 to 5 innings?
I have,
and it's interesting. I don't think I've seen it work.
He's trying to shake
quite
up
well yet.
when you're not.
But it's interesting.
Runs, yeah, when you're not scoring runs, you just want to shake things up and kind of. I know he had I think Simpson as leadoff. It's like the guy.
He had Simpson leadoff. I mean, Simpson has one of the highest OBSs in the league right now. Like he's getting on base. He's getting on. I think he's getting on base. I think he's at like 670 or something like that.
Yeah. Did you see what happened yesterday? That probably will never ever happen in his career again. He hit into 2 double plays yesterday. Simpson. So as fast as he is. He hit into 2 double plays. Like he should never be doubled ever with his speed, but he hit both of those balls extremely hard and right to the shortstop or the second baseman. So it was really weird to see him get doubled.
One time he hit the guy. The guy had to stop it with his body, the shortstop.
Yeah, so
like all he could do was just throw his body in front of the baseball.
He's got a 596 OPS. That's
596.
596.
It's fun watching him steal second though, because the catcher's just like, fuck. I guess I'll throw it over there. But
it looks too easy
it's like he's on a magic carpet, and when he dives, it looks like he's just like, oh, I'm here now. Like,
yeah, he takes like 4 steps and then dives, and then that's it. That's stealing second.
Yeah, and his jersey's not dirty. He stands up and he's like, oh, it's like he just glided over the dirt and landed on the base. It's crazy, bro. Yeah.
He's in the dugout just making fun of everybody else. Like, nice jersey, white boy. What did you slide the whole way, you piece of shit? Yeah.
What are you, not magical like me, you motherfucker? Yeah.
Well, they according to the experts, like I don't think there's like an official time on it, but they said that he's faster around the bases than Ellie De La Cruz now.
Yeah, he might be the fastest in the league right now.
Yeah.
So,
Under 10 seconds, like 9.86 seconds, something like that.
He's not bad. If we could just get this first month of baseball, you got Brandon Lau's just been garbage. Yanni this last series was not good again. So it's the fact they took 2 of 3 from the Brewers with your star players not hitting the ball. Aranda's been fucking great so far this season.
He's killing it, man.
He's a hitting machine. And then you got who's this Polish kid that got a walk off the other day? Like the guy with
Jankowski?
With the hair. Yeah.
The guy with the hair, yeah.
Picked him up from the Rangers.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so that's a filler because all of our outfield, like Duca's hurt. What's his name? Mangum's
Meisner's from the Bulls, Durham Bulls. There's another guy I think in the outfield from Durham Bulls.
It's wild. We
should be a lot of minor leaguers.
We should be getting Josh Lowe back soon, and then our Korean guy should be coming back in the next month or so, right?
Yes, hopefully. Does he play second or short? Because I just want
he plays both.
Not on the team. Taylor Wall sucks so bad.
I think is his name Kim, or am I being racist?
Hassan Kim. No, you're.
Yes, it is Kim.
You are racist, and you're correct at the same time.
I don't know how that's racist. It's not like you said. Is his name? Is his name? That would have been racist.
That could have been construed as racist.
No, that's just good, clean fun, right?
I just said Kim. Is it Kim or am I racist? No, it's Kim. I haven't even get to see him play. I didn't even get to see him play in spring training or anything.
He's been out since they signed him.
Yeah.
They signed him knowing he was going to need time to recover.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to see him.
I don't even know how he got his injury. I think he was kung fu fighting when it happened, and that's part of the risk.
Everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it.
Yeah. Sammy Chong, he was doing it too.
You got
just as a sports expert, I want to be very clear that they do Taekwondo in Korea.
It is Korean karate. I agree. Yes, it is. But Kung Fu is not frowned upon if somebody has a good.
No, you can open a Kung Fu dojo. It's a free country. Well, the one is. The one is. Not the other one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I knew a guy that worked in an American steakhouse in Korea, and then he came to. Actually, I don't know him, but
did they make him dress like a cowboy?
No. Here's the beauty of it. His parents. His parents had. This is the guy that's on the Food Network all the time. His name's Kevin Lee. His parents had an American steakhouse in Korea. Now he lives in Oklahoma and has an Asian restaurant in Oklahoma. It's hilarious. Like, how the fuck's that happen?
I think he's just well versed in working in the restaurant industry, and he's crunched the numbers and saw what was going to make money, and opened that restaurant up.
Did you know?
And his parents did the same.
Did you know? I believe it's either in Vietnam or Korea. I think it's South Korea. They have a Tampa themed restaurant that features Cuban sandwiches and everything else.
Yeah, I've always wanted to check it out. It's in Seoul, Korea. It wasn't open when I visited Seoul.
It wasn't there when I was there.
So basically it was a couple of kids that went to school at USF.
Yeah.
And just fell in love with Cuban sandwiches. I think they were getting their business degree. And they got their business degree, and they're like, well, let's go home and open up a Cuban sandwich shop. Let's figure out how to get Cuban bread shipped over here. I don't know if they ship it or if they make it or whatever, but apparently it is an authentic sandwich restaurant.
And
Tampa restaurant.
Yeah, you walk in, there's Bucs logos and USF bullshit everywhere, and it's in Seoul, Korea. That makes my heart happy. Yeah, it's great.
I gotta go check it out.
We all show up there in like Tampa gear and do our regular orders.
Let's do a live podcast from that restaurant. So.
Yeah, can I get the bulgogi beef Cuban sandwich, please? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, that might be good.
Oh God! Put Korean beef on anything.
Korean beef on Cuban bread, delicious.
Put it on a wiener. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's fine. It's not even gay. Yeah, it's fine, dude. Speaking of football, do you want to talk real quick about rookie minicamp happened over the weekend?
I didn't watch anything except the videos that you sent.
Yeah, well, apparently everybody looked pretty. The guys that we drafted, everybody looked great. All the way down to Tez Johnson. They said it's underwear football, so you can't really take too much stock into it. But you can't see with the skilled players, you can see how fluid they're moving and how they're doing in their breaks and all of that, their speed. Linemen, you don't get shit out of underwear football, but receivers, defensive backs. The really good news was Morrison. That's the Notre Dame kid, right?
Yeah, Benjamin Morrison.
Yeah, so they were worried what kind of drills he'd be able to do because he had that hip surgery that kept him out most of the season. He was out there running almost all the drills, looking really fast, looking like he's ready to play. And same thing, they said Parrish, I guess, had like 4 interceptions over the weekend. I mean, it's against like fucking quarterbacks that aren't even going to be backups in the UFL, but still, like they said, he looked really, really good. Also,
the videos I've seen, it's just like they're trying, like it's very obvious they're trying to like showboat on these guys.
For sure. But it was really funny. I saw one of the Bucs writers and the social media team. They had a slow-mo of our number 19 overall pick, Mecca Buka, coming out onto the field, and they just in the captions it just said, "He's here. He's perfect." I mean, he looks like you made him in a fucking lab. Like he is your prototype wide receiver. And they were showing like these shitty quarterbacks throwing balls behind him, and he's just reaching back, one hand catching them like Mike Evans. Like he looks ridiculous. So
what were you calling him? The new Mike Evans?
Well, I mean, nobody's Mike Evans, but
no.
But you want to have a future star on your team to,
Oh, absolutely. And also you want to have that guy working with the Mike Evans.
Yeah, he looks the part. I saw another funny video. It was they were one of the equipment guys was showing Tez Johnson his locker, our 7th round pick from Oregon. And they go, yeah, you're right here. And And they go, Mike will be sitting here and Chris will be sitting here. So his locker's right next to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. And Tez Johnson's like, y'all, can y'all just put me on the other side of the locker, man? I don't want to be standing next to Mike Evans. I don't deserve this. He was super intimidated without Mike Evans even being in the room. He's like, put me over there, man. I don't want to be right here. So that's pretty cool, though. So,
well, these kids are gonna feel like they're in a fucking dream until that first snap after the preseason. They're gonna feel like it's just they're floating through a dream, and then they're gonna wake up to a very harsh reality.
I thought about it when he was saying like he's gonna be in the same locker room right next to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and my first thought was that the roast of the Cowhead roast I did in 2015, and I walk into the green room and it's Jim Norton and Jim Florentine and Robert Kelly and Bert Kreischer and Greg Fitzsimmons. It was just like all the best touring comics in the country, and me, and it was like,
but yeah, I've met most of those guys, not all at once like that, but I've met most of those guys, and they'll bust your balls, but they just will talk to you like a normal fucking person. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they're cool, but you put them all in the same room together.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get your balls busted for sure.
You're the
broke.
Nobody.
Broke is the word.
You're the nobody. Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. And they had all this like craft services in there. So I'm just literally standing in the corner, just eating like some crackers and cheese. Like, what the fuck, man? And Robert Kelly knew me because I'd worked with him. He's like, what the fuck are you doing over there, dude? Okay, come over here, dude. And I'm like, you're just going to pick on me. He's like, oh, of course we are. It's like, yeah. And they fucking destroyed me. It was beautiful.
Yeah, Bobby Kelly one time came up to me and JB Ball outside of a comedy club, and he's like, what are you guys talking about? Because I guess he was just tired of sitting in the green room by himself. We were just outside, and I think it was in between shows, and I was like, oh, we're talking about the Blade movies. And he's like, what the fuck, guys? You're in your 20s. You're supposed to be talking about girls. What are you talking about? Like, no wonder no girls ever talk to you.
He just set himself up with an alley-oop. He's like, so what are you doing out here, dudes? No matter what you say, he's going to fuck your shit
He's going to bust my shit, yeah.
Don't even matter.
The Blade Marvel movies.
You could have been like, I just found out my mom has cancer. What the fuck? And then he just starts roasting you and your dying mom. You're like, I just want to leave. I want to leave now. This is not good. Yeah. So yeah, as far as everything goes, our big guy Desmond Watson, he signed like a 3-year rookie deal already. Yeah, he's lost about 30 pounds. They said he's down to about 420 something. And I saw the interview with him. He really smart, very, very charismatic guy. And he said that he thinks it's cool. He's the heaviest player to ever join the NFL, but he doesn't want that to define him. He's an actual football player, and he just wants to be a good football player on the team. And so yeah,
it's weird when you see someone that size that is an actual fucking athlete. Like, oh shit, he really is. Yeah. It's just like you would like if you saw that guy in Walmart, you'd be like, oh, I could outrun him. No, the fuck you can't. Yeah. You can't. He's got you. He's got your ass. You could be like, hey, fatty. Fuck you, fatty. And then he just runs your ass down.
Put him next to Vita Vea. There's no sneaking. There's no tush push. There's none of that.
No.
Well, that's the thing. Put him next to anybody. Kalijah Kancey, all these guys. Our defensive line just got way better in this draft and in free agency. Because we drafted a Will Golston replacement in our Roberts. He's a guy that's 6. I think he's a 280, 6'4". He's a big dude. And we got that edge rusher with Walker. He looks all the part. So yeah, we got depth. We got some aggressive, mean football players on the line, and now we got somebody 400 and something pounds, and they're talking about getting them down into playing shape. And I'm like, I don't know what that is for him, but if it's 380, he's gonna be a bad motherfucker. Like,
he's a fucking mountain, dude. You're 30 more pounds than Vita Vea if you're 380.
Well, he might. I don't think you can starve him though. You can't starve somebody that age. He might still be growing. He might still be growing. He might still be. He might get a couple more inches. How old is he?
He's a kaiju.
Like 21.
Huh?
He's like
2021, I think I grew. I think I got height until I was about 23. I think I grew a couple more inches. Yeah.
Gravity.
Hey, Johnny,
Yeah,
did you see that kid the Bucs brought in for a tryout and they signed him? That Nick
Which one?
Johnson kid? Nick Johnson out of Iowa.
Yeah.
555 career tackles in college. Second most all time. That's a shitload of tackles.
The Bucs scouting team might be the best in the league when it comes
Dude,
to finding talent.
I 1,000% agree with you, dude. I 1,000% agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, just finding kids from Division III on up, and just kids that are maybe even like the Benjamin Morrison. He was given up on basically. You got him as a steal in the second round. He's like Peanut Tillman, dude. You know how many forced fumbles that kid's gonna cause? Like he's gonna have like 6 his rookie year. Like
they're finding kids that might not even make it in the UFL.
Dude, I'm confident that this division's sewn up already, bro.
No, we're going to be just fine. Derek Carr retired yesterday for the Saints, so right now their starting QB1 is the rookie that I can't pronounce his name still.
Chuck.
And sure,
Chuck. You can call him Chuck,
but it's spelled all weird. It's spelled crazy weird.
Just say Chuck.
Just chuck it to Antoine Winfield Jr., buddy. That's what we want you to do.
They should just write his name on the jersey and then underneath in parentheses, Chuck.
Chuck.
It's like a dummy.
Yeah, his last name is
jerseys
Chuck,
for dummies.
but it's spelled Shough. What the hell? How does that get Shuck?
I don't know. Can we pronounce it suck? Because that's what they're going to do. They're going to suck out loud.
Tyler Suck. Tyler, suck that Bucs wiener, baby. Let's do it.
Before we get out of here, we've been having way too much fun just talking, and we forgot to promote ourselves.
So
let's go ahead and do that right now. Follow us on all our social media at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa, at John JS Planet, and at JRB Comedy. Also at 3 Ugly Mugs. You can email us at 3ugly or gmail.com. All right, I fucked it up. 3uglymugs with a Z at gmail.com.
Man, you really Tyler chucked that up.
I really fucked it up. Yeah. YouTube.com / at 3uglymugs. And check us out on Spotify just by searching for 3 Ugly Mugs.
We didn't even mention where the fuck Matt is. Or anything.
Right.
Matt is in Costa Rica. We said it last episode.
Oh, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday,
He's doing all-inclusive at a resort in Costa Rica. His birthday cake was stolen and eaten by a monkey. Good. So he's having a great time.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have my birthday next to an active volcano. But hey, man, I hope he's having a great time.
Yeah, it's warm. It's good for the soul, you know. I don't know. He's telling me how nice it is. I think we might sign up for a trip to this. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, my wife and I were looking at it.
He was telling me money wise.
He was telling me the price, and then he was. And then I was like, okay, well, you go first and check it out. And he was reporting back good things.
If you don't get kidnapped and the cocaine doesn't kill you,
right?
Then I'll go check it out.
Me and Matt have a show coming up. We have the Unholy Comedy Show, and that is always absolutely hilarious and fun. That's going to be the 23rd and the 24th of May. Tickets are available right now at unholycomedyshow.com. Or you can find them on Facebook, and all their links and stuff are on there. I was told by Lauren and Hugh, though, that they are not doing will call tickets. So you cannot buy tickets day of. You can just buy them online. You can't just like walk up and be like, here's $25 or whatever. You have to.
It's going to sell out.
It's going to sell out. So get your tickets now. It's going to be, it's me, it's Matt Fernandez, obviously Hugh Carey, Lauren Gray. They're doing tarot readings, and they are reading audience members' sins live on the air. So make sure you check that out. And then also, I got Dunedin Pride Comedy Showcase coming up on May 31st at Jack Polino's Pizza. Tickets are available for that now.
Gay!
It is super gay. You wouldn't believe how gay this lineup is. I got Jeff Klein as the headliner, and Lauren Gray is she is the host of the show.
Is Jeff Klein the go-to gay? Do we not have any other gays?
I couldn't find any other gays.
Yeah. Corey Hilliard's straight, believe it or not.
Hugh was out of town. I was going to put him on it. But he was out of town. I know like 4 gay dudes that are out.
I know
like 10 gay dudes that are not out. So
put out an ad for gays.
Come on, gays.
Yeah, come on, gays.
Also, me and Johnny had a meeting with some of the historians from the Tampa History Center this past week, and we're getting ready for History is a Joke, the history of baseball. It's going to be at the Tampa History Center on May 29th, Thursday, May 29th. Tickets are $5, so you can get them on their website, or you can just show up and give them $5. But that's
So
gonna be in
cheap.
downtown Tampa. Yeah, it's gonna be.
pretty cheap, yeah.
I'm looking forward to the program so far. A lot of interesting topics that we've gone over so far.
Yeah, I mean, Rick Vaughn is going to be an amazing person to interview and talk to when it comes to baseball knowledge in general, but Tampa Bay baseball knowledge he's
got a couple of books about baseball out. Yeah.
And we'll be able to talk about something that's happening on June 12th in Tampa Bay baseball. It's going to be monumental. And
that's what I wanted to segue right into. You're perfect.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it too. I didn't know about it until you guys posted it up in our little group chat, and now I'm freaking out.
You want to tell us?
No, you tell them.
Okay, well, Evan, it's just been announced
Evan
that
Longoria is going to retire as a Ray.
Johnny said it first. The Rays play the Marlins that day. I don't think are they going to let him get one at bat? Are they going to get
Probably
one at
not.
bat for? No, probably not.
He'd probably still go 2 for 4, probably.
Yeah. So Evan Longoria, he did not play last year at all. They did not re-sign him to the Arizona Diamondbacks. And he decided to hold off before he made any official decisions on retiring. And now he has officially decided to retire as a Tampa Bay Ray. So he's coming back to the Tampa Bay Rays for one day and a special ceremony on June.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Whatever.
June 12th,
7th?
I believe. Is it 7th?
Saturday, June 7th.
That's right. Yeah,
June
yeah.
7th.
Oh, no.
It's a day game against the Marlins.
Evan Longoria, he went to the World Series twice, but he does not have a ring, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's right. Because he lost
2
with
World
the,
Series.
Lost with the Diamondbacks and lost with the Rays.
Yes.
But he still lives here, I believe, half the year, and he still
got his Duckies bar over there in what is that? What area is that?
Kennedy and West Tampa over there. Yeah. So
Yeah, West Tampa Duckies.
Yeah.
Where they still have the mini bowling.
Yeah, that's what they do there. I don't know if he still has ownership of that. Maybe he might have sold it out.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's been a while.
He invented. It's his concept.
I mean, he's a big Johnny B fan, and that's why I love him so much. So
He loves me.
well, he's only following. He only follows 200 people on Twitter, and I'm one of them from way back. Quick story about that. So probably my second year in radio, I was doing that show with Mo at night, the Bone Daily Rewind show, and then I had the Johnny B show on the weekend. And one night we're just shooting the shit on air, and I go, you ever wonder who's listening, man? I don't know if like famous people hear us. I don't know what's going on. And then a tweet comes in, and it's from Evan Longoria. And he goes, yeah, I'm listening every night. Big Johnny B fan and blah, blah, blah. And I'm freaked the fuck out, dude. I go, you got to be stroking my wee-wee hole. And a buddy of mine was he had credentials for the Rays. And he was actually one of my old producers for the Johnny B show. And a few days later, he goes, I told him about what had happened on Twitter and stuff, and he was in the scrum in the locker room after a game, and he said, yeah, I told him that I was one of Johnny B's producers, and he said Evan lit up and went, oh, tell Johnny B I said hi. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, that is the coolest thing ever. So I loved him before I knew that he knew me, but that made me love him even more. So he's always, to me, going to be the best Ray ever.
Yeah, I've always loved Evan Longoria since they drafted him. Yeah, I remember a bunch of my buddies were like, "We're going to go to his first game." Like they went out of their way when they heard he was called up. And they went, and like I remember him being drafted. Like he was going to be the guy, like the number one player in the race.
I wish we would have kept him. I wish we would have kept him.
I remember. I mean that 2018 with him and Carl Crawford and all those guys. Man, I loved that team. You know what? Definitely the corner.
This is how loved and cool he is. Remember when they found that he had an AR-15 inside in the house in spring training? They were like, Evan Longoria had an AR-15, and the whole world went fucking badass.
Cool. I just wanted to get my favorite Evan Longoria bobblehead that I ever got.
Nice.
It's a Longo Longo is a known fan of the video game Rock Band. That's where he spent a lot of his off time with teammates, and he loved playing the drums on Rock Band. So notorious homebody. So they made this special one for him because they knew he wanted to be a rock star drummer.
Well, for doing that, my favorite one is the Game of Thrones Day that they had at the Rays, and Evan Longoria.
That's a cool one.
Game of Thrones. Drop
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, look at that guy! Hell
There
yeah!
he is. There he is.
I'm gonna go get my Wander Franco one. I'm gonna get my Wander Franco.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
Yeah. It's actually 2 and 1. It's him and something else.
You know who loves Evan Longoria? Grady Judd, baby.
Oh my god! Here we go.
See you soon.
Yeah. All right.
All right, get us out of here, James. We miss you, Matt. He'll be back next week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Peace.